You're right, I thought that. I've got to stop keeping forgetting to. I got that on, you know what I mean? I keep forgetting sometimes. I've got that on. I'm just getting so enthralled with the intro music. I forget that's on. Hey. All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Please do that so you never miss out on any of my content. Please do. Today we've got a huge, shocking and absolutely disgraceful match to talk about. Plymouth Argyle 1, Liverpool 0 in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Okay, fourth round of the FA Cup. That's right, folks. That is right. That's right, people. Plymouth, a League One side, well, virtually a League One side, because they probably will be next season, have just taken down Liverpool in one of the most embarrassing defeats in recent memory. Let's break it down, this horrific performance and what went wrong. Before I break it down with you guys, obviously I've made some notes. I'm just reading from my notes as well. You know what I mean? It's always good to make notes. Trust me, it's always good to make notes. And let's see who's about. Yes, big up Steve. You never walk alone. Big up to you. Enough respect and love to you. Okay, enough respect and love to you, my bro. I'm also live on Instagram.
I'm live for the Instagram. So if you want to hop over, if you're actually on Instagram Live, please let me know. And yeah, please let me know. Just please let me know. Please let me know. Please let me know what's going on. Okay? And come and join us over here. Come and join us over here. Right. So before I break it down, what I'm going to do, we're going to listen to Arnie Stott. We're going to get Arnie Stott's interpretation of the game. Okay? Steve Walker said, I'm happy we are out of the FA Cup. Less games to play now. This game shows the real fans. Arnie has no real quality squad depth past his 14 best. I am not sort of like glad I'm at the FA Cup. I get the fact at the day that's always definitely less games to play, but you do put pressure on yourself. Because now, what it is now, we're expected to win these games now. We're expected to win the games on on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday we play Everton. We're expected to win that. And, expected to win the Europa Cup. Not Europa Cup, sorry. The Carabao Cup. Meant to be the Carabao Cup, Champions League and the League. Do you know what I mean? What happens when we don't win that? Do we then look back on this game yesterday and say we should have won that game yesterday? And it's not only that; it's a performance. It is a performance and a team that Arnie Stott put out. Okay. Trudeau said Kwanzaa is just a tall Phil Babb. Stop that. It looks like him, doesn't it? I want just of the Champions League next game also. All right, I want us out of the Champions League next game also. Why do you want us out of the Champions League? That doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. It makes sense. Right, let me put up Arnie Stott, and we're gonna see what he's saying about it. Get what he's take from the game yesterday, and I'll jump in now and again. Do you know what I mean? Okay, here we go.
Close. Tough day for you out there. What are your thoughts on the game and the result?
The result is obvious. That's a big disappointment, and the way we played wasn't a lot to be happy about as well. The only thing I was happy about is that the boys kept on fighting for.
All right, let me just stop it right there. Let me just stop it there first. Off, yeah. First off, he says that that it's obvious and it's obvious that they're not happy with the result, and do you know what I mean, and so forth. No shit, Batman. No shit. But again, you put that team out there. You understand me? You put that team out there. Nobody else, but you put that team out there. You thought at the end of the day that team and they was good enough to win, sort of like it's scratchy, damn scratchy, man. You thought at the end of the day, sort of like this team at the day was good enough to win this game yesterday. That's you. You also said in there what you're happy about is like you was happy about the fact that it showed a lot of fight yesterday. Showed a lot of fight. They didn't. I see more fight at the end of the day. I see more fight in the kindergarten. I see more fight in the kindergarten. I see more fight in the under fives and the fives league. Do you know what I mean? Seriously. Do you know what I mean? It's just there was no fight yesterday. So please don't say that.
100 minutes, and probably the best part of our game were the last 10 minutes. So that tells you that they kept on fighting. But credits to them. Good game plan. Worked.
What are you talking about? They was like the last 10 minutes of the day. They kept on fighting, and that was the best part of the game. No, it wasn't. What game? I'm sorry, Arnie Stott. What game were you watching yesterday? What game were you watching yesterday? I don't get it. I literally don't get it. What game were you watching? Arnie put that team out knowing that it ain't good enough to win it. It's true. Arnie wants out of the FA Cup. Why? He has bigger fish to fry, i.e. Tata. That trailer thinking in the day, all right, that trailer thinking, all right, was the same trailer thinking that Robbie, Don Robbie from the AFC channel. Do you know what I mean? AFC channel. All right. That's the same kind of like thinking that what he says. Bigger fish to fry, bigger fish to fry. And what happened? They came out with fuck all. You guys got to realize it today. There's a good chance. Not let's say there's a good chance that saying we're not going to win anything. There is a chance there in the day that we can come out with nothing. You know, yeah, we could come out with nothing. So why not at the day, right? Do you know what I mean? Put like battle as much as you can in the FA Cup, right? And then see where the chips fall at the end of the season. Why not do that? Do you know what I mean? You know, I just don't. That trailer figure is not for me. Sorry, no disrespect for you, Steve. Steve, right? Because obviously you're entitled to your opinion because this is an opinion show. But that's not for me. That trailer thinking.
Incredibly hard, and got a penalty that was rewarded, was deserved because it was a penalty, clear penalty, correct decision. But that had a lot of
no shit, Batman.
Impact on the game, of course, because both teams hardly had any chance, and all of a sudden you get a penalty kick again, which was a correct decision. But that, and then they were 1-0 up, and they kept on fighting till the end. And goalkeeper made 1 or 2 good saves in the end, but yeah, we hardly created anything at all.
That's the point. That's the point I'm trying to make. It was like very easy for them at the day to sort of like, you know, work hard behind the ball at them because you weren't creating nothing. Liverpool weren't creating. There wasn't nothing from the wings with like Chiesa. No matter what side he was on, if he was on the right, there was nothing coming. Yeah. If he was on the left at the day, there was nothing coming in. Yeah. Jota wasn't saying much yesterday. As for Elliott, he was abysmal yesterday. He was abysmal. The only person that they can walk out with their head high yesterday was Endo. That's the only person who can walk up with his head high. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because Endo and Kelleher. Endo Kelleher. Because Endo was working extremely hard in midfield and he was getting no help. If I was Endo and everything, I literally would be looking to leave it in the scene. I'm saying, fuck this, man. You're mugging me off. He goes, you're not fucking playing me. You're not playing me yet. Excuse my language. You're not playing me. And when you do play me in the day, I'm not getting no help. I'm doing it all on my own. I'm going back to Germany, mate. Simple as that.
John, I appreciate you've got lots of games and fixtures at the moment, but any regrets about the team, the lineup, and the players that you feel with today?
No, because you never know what would have happened if we would have played with our starters over here. I think during this season.
I'll tell you what would have happened, Arnie Slot. Listen, don't get me vexed, Arnie Slot. Don't get me vexed. I'll tell you what would have happened, Arnie. Yeah, if you played with a stronger squad, you would have got something out of that game. That's what would have happened. There's no way that Plymouth or Argyle and they beat Liverpool with likes of like Mo Salah, Gappo. Do you know what I mean? Like Gravenberch, what's it called? McAllister and all their mans there. There's no way that they beat you. And all you simply had to do at the day, right, is you could have filled a stronger side, and then sort of like when you're ahead, you could have took those people off. They didn't have to play the whole game. So no, yes, we do know what would happen. Don't mug us off. Last quad charge, what happened, and what stopped us to win the title or Champions League trophy? Lack of quality, squad depth, signings, cheap broke FSG injuries, fatigue. Arnie's squad is smaller than Klopp. it's kind of like the same, really, when you think about it. It's got the same kind of players when you think about it, barring one or two. And also as well, also as well, like we won the league, yeah, we won the league. Sorry, we won the FA Cup and won the League Cup and then League Cup, right? The Champions League, I do remember, and the reason why we lost that, yeah, was because a certain guy at the day was out of position at the day, right, and they scored a goal. Their goalkeeper had a blinder that night because we started to pepper their goal with Salah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, started to pepper their goal, right? And it was just it was their night. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it wasn't fatigue or anything like that. Nothing like that. The league at the end of the day, not the winning league. If when you think about it, look at the Aston Villa game. Yeah, the Aston Villa game. Gerrard's 2-0 up, yeah? And he decides at the day to take off his best player in Coutinho, yeah, right? And then he loses Coutinho, he brings on Marmus Wakamba and all them man there, which at the day are crap, yeah? He brings him on, right? And all of a sudden he starts losing goals. Then he's 4-2 down and decides at the day to bring on another striker in Danny Ings. It's him really, and then that messed it up, for us because we really, at the end of the day, we did all what we can do. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? You know, but this, like, kind of like, I don't know, this thing about sort of like, you know, picking and choosing at the day of what tournaments at the day that you're gonna go ham for. It's not good. It's not a good thing. Trust me, it's not a good thing. Stephen Morgan said, I will gladly take getting out of the FA Cup, lose the Carabao Cup final to Newcastle to lift the title. Come in. Nah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Fair play to you, but I don't agree with that. Just a bad day at the office, mate. It happens. Kelleher, Coney, Doherty, Endo, only ones that could hold a head up high. Coney Doherty, I don't know as such, but Kelleher and Endo, yes, I do agree with. Rivals would still rather beat. Rivals would rather still beat. Excuse me. Would still rather be in our position. Yeah, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. Do you know what I mean? They wouldn't be that wouldn't rather be in our position. But at the end of the day, right, you cannot depend on these free tournaments at the end of the day, yeah, because nothing's guaranteed. This is my point. Nothing is guaranteed. So why not at the end of the day, right, take the sort of like cup, the FA Cup seriously? Why not take all these cups seriously? Just take all these cups seriously, right? And if you lose, you lose. You win, you win. Just take them seriously. But yesterday, nobody can tell me at the day that that Slot took that game seriously. Nobody can tell me at the day that Slot wanted to win that game yesterday. You know what I mean? Coming up to it, his mentality was at the day that he didn't care about that game. That he wanted to lose that game. And that's a very dangerous thing to do because what happens at the day, right? Yeah. If he does that for that game and day, he can do that for others in his time at Liverpool. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just, to me at the day, no, you don't do that. You just take every tournament, take it as seriously as you can. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you'll lose. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's saying that they will look, you know, if we had sort of like a stronger team, stronger lineup, and we could have had the same result. You can't say that because you never had a stronger lineup. You never had a stronger lineup. Or do you think that less of the team, the squad that you got, the squad of players that you got, yeah, the strong players that you got, do you think that less of them that you think at the day that likes of, if you had Mo Salah, Gakpo, and all their mans there in there, you still think at the day that would have lost against Plymouth Argyle? I can tell you that wouldn't happen. I can tell you that. And I don't have the squad. I'm not with the squad day to day as like you are, Slot. But I can tell you that wouldn't happen. Seriously. That's it. I can never want to be out of the Champions League as 6-time winners. We have the most pedigree from England. We love the European Cup. Facts. I can't. No, none of these sort of like trophies. I don't want to be. I don't want to sort of like not take seriously. I'm sorry. Big up Rod's fuming. Should have had McAllister to bring it in. Facts. Man City in 2022 should never have won. This is true, Don. Won the league. They got decisions go for them. That's another thing as well. Why we didn't win the league in 2022, because all the major decisions that they were going to Man City or Manchester City. One in particular, it was when they played Everton. They played Everton in the what's we call it in the league there, and Rodri literally handballed it in the area, and the referee saw it and didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. No penalty or nothing. It was just play on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now those sort of decisions that they change the outcome of a team winning the league or not. Seriously, influence. There's a heavy influence there. Stephen Liverpool getting out the FA Cup by playing weak players and winning the derby on Wednesday, getting 3 points. I'm good with it. But you don't know if you're going to win that. There's no, what I'm trying to say to you, Trudon, I understand what you're saying. Sorry, Stephen Liverpool. I understand what you're saying, yeah, but you don't know that's going to happen. There's no guarantee that's going to happen. So there's no point in risking it at the day, an embarrassment, getting embarrassed at the day by Plymouth Argyle at the day, right? Because at the day you haven't got the appropriate players on the bench. There's no point in that, doing that, right? To say, all right, you know what, then day we're going to win on Wednesday. You don't know. We could get a draw on Wednesday. What if we get a draw on Wednesday? What if we we lose on Wednesday? What if that happens? Because that is a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that is a possibility. Win, lose, draw. That is a possibility of it happening. Yeah. What are people going to be saying then? Are they going to be saying that they will look? You know, are they going to be saying the same thing? Was it Gappo and McAllister not on the bench was weird? That was weird. That was weird. You know what I mean? If you're going to put a weakened side out, you need to have insurance there. You need to have insurance on the bench. I'm sorry. Stephen Walker said Arnie has 14 players these trusts. Can't run them all into this FA Champions League and title run. No, all you do, the things that you're not running them in. All you do when you put like a relatively strong side out, if you put a strong side out, so like you put a strong side out tomorrow on yesterday, yeah. All you're doing it there when you're 2 or 3 up ahead in there, you start bringing off players, man. It doesn't mean that all those players have to me. It doesn't mean all those players have to play the rest of the game. It just means that the day, like, so right, you want to get this at the day, right? You want to nick this game in the bud at the day, right? So you put your strong side out, get it won, and done. That's it. Do you know what I mean? And then you bring on your youngsters at the end of the day. Or you got your youngsters out, but you got insurance on the bench in case it happens. In case they sort of like these things happen. You got insurance on the bench. You understand? That's what you do. Big up North Red. Big up yourself. Enough respect to you, North Red. People burn 20, but 20 is all that matters. People burn 20 is all that matters. Number 20 is all that matters. Yeah, I'm 50-50 on that one. If we don't win on Wednesday, this result looks worse. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Better chance of winning the derby on Wednesday by not playing these best players against Plymouth. Not really, because as I said at the night, you don't have to play. The best players don't have to play all the game. I'm sure they can play 45 minutes of a game. Then you make changes, isn't it? Man City had KDB to win the match at Leighton Orient. Facts. You need a big player to change this. Exactly. Northred, big up Northred. Make sure Northred, because it looks like you're new around there. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. Make sure you do it for me, please. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Whilst teams prepare for next round, we rest that there is a reason that quad has never been done. We're not saying. I'm not saying that we should go for the quad in the day, right? Or put yourself in a position in the day that sort of like, that you look good for it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now that game yesterday was an embarrassment because you had a lot of players on there, in there, right? So you had a lot of players on there yesterday, right? That let themselves down. Do you know what I mean? There's no excuse at the day for obviously the players that he put out, yesterday. I mean, his last substitute was Coney Doherty, yeah. And what you got to think about with those sort of games at day, he ruins a lot of people's confidence. Do you know what I mean? For me, I'm only interested in winning the title. This squad can't deal with more than FA, Champions League, or Champions League games. Well, that's where I think this is where I disagree with you, really. But yeah, fair play, your opinion. But that's where I probably disagree with you. Scumbag John, don't worry, lads. He always blames Slot. He wants Liverpool to lose on Wednesday so he can say he was right about Slot. Who's that directed towards, Scumbag John? Who's that directed towards? I hope it's not me, because the fact that I have kept the same energy at the day, right, about Arne Slot from the beginning. Do you know what I mean? From the beginning of his tenure at Liverpool, when I realised at the day that Arne Slot was going to be the manager of Liverpool, yeah, like the head coach, whatever, I've always kept the same energy. And it's not as if it's not the fact of me wishing at the day that's all like Arne Slot doesn't win. You know what I mean? It's not back to that. You never heard me say that. You know what I mean? So that comment and then I just don't know where you're going with that, really. It doesn't make no sense because you've never heard me say in the day, well, I hope Arne Slot wins. Loses, sorry. You know what I mean? Don't worry, lads. He blames on, and you haven't heard me always blame Arne Slot. I've given Arne Slot credit at the end of the day, right, when he deserved the credit. I've done that. But if he fucks up in the day, right, he's getting it. Simple as that. I will do that for any head coach or manager that's at Liverpool. I will do that. And I have said it for a long time in the day, right, about Arne Slot. I don't feel that today he's got the experience and to take us where we need to get to. And after sort of like having a manager like Klopp, and that's just it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know where all this is coming from. I mean, Scumbag John and everything. I think that's probably the right name for you, probably, to be honest. North Red Facts. Says my only concern about this derby, it's the last one at New Aston. The New Aston, they would be up for it. Yeah, they would. You know what I mean? They would be up for it. If cheap broke FSG had signed 3 quality players in total over the last 2 transfer windows, Arnie wins the quad. We beat what's we call it? We beat we beat Plymouth. If they did some quality signings over the last couple of windows, Klopp will be here. To be honest, Klopp will still be here. We wouldn't have Arne Slot. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's play a little bit more of this thing here.
We've seen a few times already that it's a game plan, a playing style which is difficult for our starters, but also for the ones that have played today. So constantly long balls, second balls, long balls, second balls is difficult for every team. We had this with United at home, for example, as well. They had a similar playing style, going to a very low block, kick every ball long. And then we played with our starters. So I think today also
the problem about that game and day, right, was again a problem of your making, because what you did in the day was you kept Trent on for 82 minutes when Trent at the day was leaving space behind him. He's leaving so much space behind him in the day, and they were just attacking. They're attacking his side all the time. All their 2 goals came from Trent's side. They got to remember that. And when you took Trent off at 82 minutes, and he brought in Conor Bradley, and Conor Bradley made the first tackle. I think it was on Garnacho or what's the man called? Hold on, let me just save these 2 messages. I think it was on Garnacho. He made the last 2 sort of like last 2 tackles on. When he done that, what happened at the end of the day is like they said, "No, I don't want none of that." They went over to obviously Robertson's side, where they knew at the end of the day Robinson's legs are not what it is anymore. Do you know what I mean? You know. So really and truly, that was a problem in your own making. Because had you taken Trent off earlier in the day, you could probably have won that 2-1. No, I think you would have won that 2-1. You'd have definitely won that 2-1. Seriously. Right. So, yeah.
Showed why we play with the ones that we've played today, because these players need game rhythm as well, and for them to be ready in the upcoming months, they need the game time. And you saw today that some of these players really need games like this.
No. Honestly, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, you're wrong. You're wrong, because you can give these guys at the end of the day you can give these guys game time at the end of the day, right? In certain other games, you can do it in other games. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to use this as a test. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you want to give these players at their game time, right? Bring them on in the league, yeah. When you're like 2 or 3-0 up, do you know what I mean? Yeah. You could have done that sort of like when we played Tottenham. We played Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. You could have brought their mans on there, right? You know what I mean? Some of the mans on then. When we played Tottenham before and then 6-3, you could have brought some of the mans on there. There's been other chances that you can do it. You didn't need to do it in this game. And also, actually, if you want to do it in this game, what you could have done at the end of the day, right, is what you could have done literally is say like, right, bring your big guns. You had the big guns out, and then when we get so far ahead, like 2 or 3-0 ahead in the day, and it's like 65 minutes or 70 minutes, then you could have brought some of their mans there to close the game out. You really got it won. You can't take a chance at the day when you haven't even got the game run. It just doesn't make no sense to me. Right. Okay. Play a little bit more on this before
to be ready for the last 3 months of the season.
For the pressure that you had at the end, you must have felt as if you'd get a breakthrough. Big chances, no?
Yeah, there were 1 or 2 big chances, but I think if a team is working so hard and throws themselves for every ball, they're in a certain kind of momentum, and then maybe you deserve to be a bit lucky as well in the end. And then the goalkeeper made 1 or 2 great saves, but this is what you see a lot. If they would have played 10 to 15% less or worked 10 to 15% less, we probably would have scored it. But you see many times that if a team brings such a performance in, you saw yesterday. Was it with City that they missed a big chance in the end? The other team. So sometimes you deserve a bit of luck if you work as hard as Plymouth did today.
That's it. I'll put the link in the chat. Okay. Nah, not for me. No, not for me. It didn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, and your body language is showing me at the end of the day that you didn't really care at the end of the day about the game. Do you know what I mean? Actually, let me play some more of it, actually, to be honest. No, let me play some more of it. So that.
Can I just ask about Joe Gomez?
Yeah.
Is it the same injury that brought him off against West Ham a few weeks back, or? I'm
not too sure. If it was the same leg, but I haven't had time to ask him. But it was clear that I think we all know which moment he felt a bit insecure about because he didn't sprint back fully. And then he said, "Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm afraid if I make one extra sprint, that things will go wrong. So I don't know exactly where he is. It didn't. It's not. How do you say this? It's not. Sorry,
Torn.
It's not torn, I assume, but it didn't feel good for him, and that was a bit of a blow because Curtis Jones was on the bench, but he came to me this morning and said, "I don't think I'm fully recovered yet as well." After the training session of yesterday, and that all of a sudden led to the fact that we were with a few more youngsters on the pitch than was the idea before the game. But still, there was enough quality on the pitch to get a better result than this.
Greg?
The players that you left back at home, what were their schedules over the weekend?
They trained yesterday and they will train tomorrow again.
I think that would do them well. Is that what they needed? Was it you plan ahead?
Yeah. Most of the things we do for a reason. So we just don't do all of a sudden something. I said before that we have to play many games. Now the Aston Villa game comes during the week again as well. So the last few weeks we've played every single week 2 times. The upcoming weeks we have to play every single time 2 games, and therefore it's not only for them good to once in a while have a week where they only play 1 game, but also for the ones that were here today, they need the intensity of the game because you can keep on training with them, but once in a while they need a game as well, and they had that against PSV. Unfortunately, we lost that one, and they had that today, and unfortunately, we lost this one again as well.
Isaac Maguire, he came on and then you took him off. You had a word with him. What did you say to him afterwards?
You're shit.
I think it's
He said to Isaac Maguire, "You're shit." I should really laugh. Really should really laugh. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah, man. Let me play some more bit more of this before I take it off. So we enjoyed this.
fantastic moment for every player to make your debut for him as well. But I felt I had to take him off for 2 reasons. He was already on a yellow, and it was a game with a lot of duels, with a lot of intensity, and that's their playing style, and they bring a lot of long balls in. So if you're one time wrong, it's a yellow again, and it was a game that was hard enough with 11, let alone with 10. And I felt we needed to make an offensive substitution, and the other 3 were Jurel, Wata, and Costas, and it didn't seem smart to me to take one of these 3 off. So yeah, that to that decision, and I thought I had to tell him because making your debut and then be taken off after an hour or something like that is very disappointing for him, of course.
Thank you.
That's it, man. That's it. Okay. That's it, man. That is the. I don't know what to say, man. I've said all I need to say about it, really. What's it? Okay, let me read some of the comments out, and then I'll get to my bit about it. Obviously, from my notes, right? Rose, tell it how it is. It is always fair with his opinion on slot and players. Thanks, Cedric, man. Yeah, man. I just listen. I'm too old and need to dress it all up for you guys and give you like fake. Do you know what I mean? Fake bloody opinions. You know what I mean? I'm too old for that. Totally agree, Steve. But we know what these see next Tuesdays are like. And if we do win the league, it will be for all to do with the ball bag. Yeah, seriously. Big up North Fred, man. Big up. North Fred, we smash Everton on Wednesday, 3 or 4-0. I hope so. I hope so. I hope it works out that way. I really hope it works out that way. Then we could probably look at the game on Wednesday and look at some vindication. Do you know what I mean? But however, I wouldn't like Slot to make it a habit of doing things like that. Next one is, bro, I will be on one happy Irishman if that comes to pass. Yeah. Big up, no Fred, man. Big up. We are in Feb. Stephen and Walker said we are in Feb. TTA VVD seller has not been offered a new deal. I am going to do a show on that very, very soon, because personally, I think at the day they're going to go at the end of the season. I think they're going to go. Offered a new deal by cheap, broke FSG. A lot of local fans support FSG over LFC. They do? Yeah, you're right, Steve. You're right. I think TTA, VVD, Salah all leave. So do I. I think they all leave. North Red, we beat the Blue Nose on Wednesday. Think TTA is going. Not sure about the other lads. I don't trust these Muppets to replace them with any think like quality. Nah, exactly, no, Fred. That's what I'm scared of. You know what I mean? Obviously, if they go, I'm scared of like what they seem to see as sort of adequate replacement. You know what I mean? Rod, come on, man, chin up. Party at Anfield in May. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean. Don't get me wrong. And like, you know what? No, Freddie, right? No, Freddie, right? I suppose I should be looking on the bright side. You know what I mean? But I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed in the performance, because you know what it is at there. I always look at the performance before I look at anything else. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, and you know, maybe it'll probably take me a day or two to sort of like, say, look, you know what, looking at May. Maybe take me a day or two for that. But I just don't like the risk of that. Do you know what I mean, Norfred? I don't like the risk of sort of saying, well, look, you know what, we're not going to prioritize that game. Yeah, right? Do you know what I mean? And, because there are probably bigger things at play. There's no guarantees. But yeah, you're right, Norfred. Chin up and look forward to party, mate. You're right. I would not at the end of the day sort of like, I wouldn't disagree. I would not disagree with you now. How comes this thing not unstartable? Yeah, that's it. Right. So, and you meant Rods. Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro. I know what you're saying. Big up to you. Have to say, I wish I could say to my boss, I don't think I rested enough. Yeah. One thing I like about the Irish. One thing I love about the Irish, they have got such good humor. They got wicked humor. Their humor is like spot on. Their humor is spot on. Big up, North Fred. Big up, North Fred. David Rockolo at Northred, the team that played against Plymouth, and the poor performance is the FSG incoming train crash that will be here next year with TTA, VVD, Salah gone on a free, Becca, Ryan, Mac sold. Wouldn't surprise me, G. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. Even Jones was like, we're not winning this with these players. No one can blame me. Lots of laugh. Exactly. Because he was on the bench, didn't even bring him on. He didn't bring him on, sir. I was like, Ross, man. Does anyone trust these FSG to spend in August? No fucking jobs. No, they ain't spending nothing. They ain't spending nothing. For all those people that they look, hoping that they were going to get sort of like, a good Transfer within summer is not happening. No, Fred. Real local fans need to start FSG protests and TTA VVD to Salah to stay protests. We need FSG out of LFC. I will second that. Team on Wednesday is by Becca, TTA, VVD, Kanate, Robbo, Mac, Ryan, Salah, Dom, Gapo, Nunes, 4-2-3-1. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a match preview tomorrow. Do a match preview tomorrow for that. Probably before I go to work. It'll probably be in the afternoon. Or yeah, we'll see. We'll see because I'm working tomorrow evening. Edward's been at LFC nearly a year and still can't get TTA VVD Salah signed up on a new deal because he don't care. He just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's not there to do all that. He's there and he's an FSG man. He's there to make FSG money. Like this multi-club thing, this and this that. You know what I mean? He's just. I hear you, bro. We all hate losing. Yeah, facts. Elliot playing basketball in the. I don't know what he was doing. It was like he was at a rave or something like that, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, put your hands up in the air. With your hands up in the air. I don't know. The ball shocking by Elliot. And you notice that after that he went hiding. You didn't see him. Madrid want Trent on Agree and Kanate Mac this summer. Yep. Madrid ready to offer Trishat Rodrigo in a swap deal for Mac and Kanate this summer. Keep them, man. They ain't going nowhere. Right. Let me have a look at these notes. Look at my notes. Okay, let's start with the basic. Plymouth Argyle managed to pull off a 1-0 win against Liverpool at home. It wasn't a fluke. Plymouth fully deserved their victory after their dominating display, whilst Liverpool looked completely out of sorts. That's a fact. Liverpool, who are sitting who are at the top of the Premier League, look like a shadow of their team we're used to seeing from the first whistle. There was no intensity, no drive, and certainly no quality. See, that's what I'm trying to say. That was the thing about it. Plymouth, on the other hand, had played with heart, pressing high and defending brilliantly. I do think we made it easy for them to defend as well, to be honest. But yeah, I hear that. The only goal of the match in the second half, and it was a real sucker punch for Liverpool. A simple cross into the box. Plymouth get the header away. Boom, 1-0. No, it wasn't like that. Do you know what I mean? I made a mistake. It was a fact that it was a ball into the area, and then Elliot put up his hand. You know what I mean? Elliot put his hand, and he put his hand up, and then he sort of like blocked it, like he's playing basketball. Put your hands up in the air, one of them ones, yeah, and they got the penalty, and then bang at the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? Complete. Let's talk about the overall. Talk about the performance overall. It was frankly disgraceful from the first minute. You could tell something wasn't right. The players looked lethargic and they weren't closing down quick enough. And when they had the ball, they were completely unexpired. Facts. You know what I mean? And that's basically what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's basically what it is. Basically what it is. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go on. I'm gonna save these. I'll save these couple of messages. Save this couple of messages. Right, we're gonna go on to the. We're gonna go into the player rating. So you can sort of like you can join me in this prayer as well. Give your kind of like give you your kind of view. Kelleher to me and they didn't do much wrong. He's probably the only one that could probably hold his head up high, really, to be honest. Yeah, he's the one that could put his head up high and just, let me see something. It's gonna go onto my app. Every time I see this, it just looks painful. Okay. Right. So Kelleher in the day, I'm gonna give Kelleher 7. Kelleher gets 7. He gets 7. Let me read through some of these messages. You here is the thing. Edwards and Hughes, they work not solely for Liverpool. They work for FSG. Fucking, it's true. Every machine, they are doing other things. Probably that's the big deal for the Celtics. Yeah, for the Celtics. Yeah, so Watson Celtic and whatnot. We ain't the priority. Of course, we've never been a priority. We've never been a priority. We've just been a cash cow. By the summer 2027, Becca, TTA, VVD, Kanate, Matt, Gravenberg, Salah will not be at Liverpool. I can believe that. It doesn't bode well, brother. You see, I believe no matter what we do this year, we could struggle next year. I think City, 115 charges, take it again. They will fork out, as will Arsenal and Scum. Yeah, facts. Player ratings all get 3. Now Kelleher was all right. Still, he was all right. He was all right. No side red. If we can't win a title, let's let Forest win it. If we can't win the title, I don't care who wins it. To be honest, okay, who wins it? A3 all round, fair enough. Although Endo tried, love Endo never complains, just gets on with it. True, Northside, he does. That's true. True. Okay. I think it's McConnell was in there, wasn't it? Was it McConnell that was in there? I swear McConnell was in there. Yeah. McConnell was in there. Donald. There you go. Connell, he was awful. Connell was awful yesterday. He didn't know whether he's coming or going. I have to give him a 2. He was awful yesterday. He was awful. Absolutely awful. Absolutely awful. Kwanzaa, again, awful. I think his confidence is gone. His confidence is gone from when he got taken off at half time. Because imagine that day you take Kwanzaa off at half time because he wasn't playing well. Yeah, imagine you do that. But then when it comes to sort of like TTA having having an absolute mare that day against Man United, you waited 82 minutes to take him off. You wait 82 minutes and they scored twice down that side to fans said, oh, maybe it's not a good idea having one. Do you know what I mean? So I think his confidence has been shocked. Right. Gomez was in there first. I'm not going to give Gomez and Day was in there first. So I'm not going to give Gomez a rating. I'm going to give, is it Nallo, that guy's name, was it? No, yeah. Yeah. No. Isaac Mabaya. You know, A. Nah. They haven't got it. They haven't got that player there. He's not going to score, does he? See, not these guys at the day, not even in Vladi Colo's squad. I mean, not even in the squad, not even on here. Imagine that, you know. He's not even on here. Let's try it again. All right, I'm gonna put I'll put Gomez in there. All right, Gomez is on for a bit, but I'm gonna use Gomez as the other guy that come on, and he was toilet as well. So like he gets a 3. He was toilet. I mean, Tishimikas as well was frigging toilet as well. You know what I mean? Your big chance at the day to get your sort of like to get your start, yeah. Your big time to get your start, and you fluffed it, mate. You was awful yesterday. You will get a 2. Awful, completely awful. Endo, to me, Endo was good yesterday. As I said, he never complains, always gets on with it, and he's just doing the best he can yesterday. So I'm going to give him a 7. You know what I mean? Because he's the only one that they look like they give a shit. Trainoni, he was awful. Sorry, he was awful. He was awful yesterday. 3. Chiesa was awful. He was dog shit yesterday. Chiesa was dog shit. Do you know what I mean? He gets a 2. I'm just going to go through this fast because I don't really like thinking about the game. Luis Diaz, I think at the day should just fuck off to Barcelona because I just don't see what use you've got at Liverpool. Remember the day, Diaz at the day, yeah? Diaz at the day, right? Diaz at the day was sort of like was supposed to be Mane's replacement. Was literally supposed to be Mane's replacement. Shit. Can't beat a man. Don't take on a man. I don't know what use you got there as a winger. He's got no use. 2. What I mean, Harvey Elliott was trash yesterday. Harvey Elliott was trash. So he wasn't doing anything anyway. But when he made that mistake and then got a penalty, for the rest of the game he hid. For the rest of the game he hid. He hid, man. Seriously. Elliott. Elliott was a 1. And it was a 1 yesterday. I don't know why you're putting your hands up. Why? Jota, he was just as bad. Do you know what I mean? Jota didn't do nothing yesterday. I don't know what. Apart from one shot he had one shot and he got saved it, but basically that was food and drink for the goalkeeper. So he gets a 4 just because he got had that shot. I'm not going to bother going through all the subs because they was just as bad, to be honest. You know what I mean? So yeah, all the subs on the gate, all the subs that come on got 2 to me. So this is that's my rating. That's my player ratings. That's my player rating. Sorry. A 3 all round. No, I've read that one. Yes, literally, no one made a statement yesterday. They never took their chances to impress. Northside, big up, man. Trust me. Diaz, Nunes all go in summer. Wouldn't surprise me, bro. It wouldn't surprise me too, Don. Clark Kent, big up. Say big up, Clark Kent. Love and respect. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button before you go anywhere, my friend. You know what I mean? So yeah, basically, and that's the show. That is the show. Been on there for just over an hour. Okay. Obviously, I had a say on the disgraceful performance yesterday. That's it. Let me just come out of this blood. Yeah. So there's not much more I can say about that. There's not much more I can say about that. All I can say is at the day, it's like, I hope it doesn't happen again. I hope it doesn't happen again. So guys, I will see you tomorrow sometime. I don't know what time. If anything, it's gonna be. If anything, it'll be like a early stream. You know what I mean? Early stream, or probably at the end of the day try and put out pre-recorded video because working tomorrow, man. Working tomorrow, son. I don't know what time I'm gonna get there. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I don't know what time I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean? Always hit the like and already subscribe, bro. Big up yourself, Clark Kent. Big up. Okay, big man, you never walk alone. You're big up. So yeah, so I'll probably see you sometime tomorrow. I'm not too sure. See, what I'll probably do in the day is I'll probably do the match preview on Wednesday, and then obviously, because I ain't got this, I haven't got like doing sort of like a watch long. So I'll turn it into a match build up, which is what will probably be so like an hour or something like that before the show, something like that. I'll work it out. Or totally do a match build up, you know what I mean? Where I can give you at the day a line up and all that still, yeah. So yeah, big up guys. And listen, I'll give you that score on like obviously on my match preview. This is just a match reaction from yesterday's game, but I will give you that match preview. Don't worry yourself, Clark Kent. Barca are planning a De Jong Diaz swap deal. I'll have that. Fucking have that, mate. I'll have that, man. Fucking off. 3-1 win for us. Bless up to you. Right, guys. If you're gonna watch this on a replay, please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe button, and also make sure you hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell. There will be more shows coming up. So, guys, take care. See you all later. Love and respect. And as I say in Spain, vaya con Dios. Go with God. Big up. Bless up.